Brothers, we are faced with the greatest mystery of love. The cross of Christ is not defeat. It is the throne from which the Lord speaks to us. Let us listen to the 7 words that spring from the heart of the crucified Christ, illuminated by the faith of the Church and the testimony of the saints. First word. Luke, in his Gospel, puts on the lips of Jesus this first word: Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. St. Augustine contemplated in amazement. Christ prays for his executioners and turns the cross into a chair of mercy. Here there is no resentment. There is intercession. St. Francis of Assisi, marked by the crucified, learned that to love is to forgive without measure. Today, Christ teaches us there is no pain that justifies hatred, when love has been crucified for us. Second word. Today you will be with me in paradise. St. John Chrysostom said, "A thief opens the doors of heaven with a single humble plea." He presented no merits. He only trusted. Franciscan spirituality reminds us, God does not seek perfection. He seeks a heart that surrenders. Even in the last moment, mercy triumphs. Third word. Now we listen to the Gospel of John. Woman, here is your son. Son, here is your mother. St. Bernard contemplates this moment as the birth of the Church from the side of Christ. On the cross, we are not only redeemed, we are entrusted to a mother. St. Francis called Mary Virgin Made Church, and in her we learn to welcome, to guard, and to love like Christ. Fourth word. Now it is Matthew who makes us hear this cry. My God, why have you forsaken me? St. Augustine teaches us, Christ does not despair. He prays the psalm. He makes the cry of all wounded humanity his own. St. Bonaventure will say, in this cry, Christ descends to the very depths of our solitude, so that never again, no pain is without God. Fifth word. I thirst, says the Gospel of John. St. Augustine interprets, Christ thirsts for our faith, for our love. It is not just a thirst of the body, it is a thirst for souls. St. Francis, in his contemplation of the crucified, heard this cry and responded with a life devoted. Today, Christ continues to say, I thirst for you. Sixth word. Everything is fulfilled. St. Irenaeus taught, Christ recapitulates in himself the entire history of salvation. Nothing remains incomplete. St. Bonaventure contemplates here the perfection of love taken to the extreme. It is not a sigh of defeat. It is the serene cry of one who has loved until the end. Seventh word. And now, once again, Luke. Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. St. Augustine says, Christ dies as he lived, trusting in the Father. It is total abandonment. St. Francis made these words his own life, to live in the hands of the Father, without reservations, without securities, only in love. Here, the cross becomes surrender, and death an offering. Brothers, the 7 words are not just memory. They are a path. From forgiveness to hope. From communion to accepted pain. From burning desire to fulfillment, and finally, to trusted abandonment. Today, Christ speaks to us from the cross. Let us listen to him. Let us welcome him. And let his love transform our lives. Peace and goodness